This ice cream we're bringing you today is absolutely insane. It's made with just 2 ingredients and it freezes really fast. The recipe is very easy. The steps are super simple and I recommend you make it at home. You'll leave your guests speechless. It has everything it takes to become the dessert of the summer. Looks amazing! How amazing!
The dessert I'm bringing you today is spectacular. You only need 2 ingredients. It's a strawberry and yogurt ice cream, and I've already told you both ingredients. Kids love it. Adults do too. And the best part about this recipe is that in just 2 hours, you can have it on the table. How about that? I'm Viti. This is La Cocina de la Abuela. Stay until the end. There will be some tips.
The actual recipe starts the night before. We need 400 grams of strawberries that we're going to wash and freeze. Be careful, wash them well, put them in the freezer, and the next morning they'll be frozen like this.
The first tip comes early. The strawberries are frozen and hard as rocks. So the best thing to do is leave them out of the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes before putting them in the blender. If you don't, the machine will struggle and it's not worth it.
We go to the food processor, pour our strawberries into the jar, put it there, and set it to medium power so it doesn't get overwhelmed. Even if it takes a few minutes and works slowly, it will eventually chop everything. Now for our second and final ingredient, 500 grams of sweetened Greek yogurt. Sweetened Greek yogurt. I'm gonna pour it all here into a little bowl because later I'll have to add it to the jar and I don't want to spill everything everywhere. So come on, the 4 yogurts that make 500 grams go into the little bowl. You'll have it ready in no time.
More versions. Well, as many as you can imagine, to infinity and beyond. Any flavor you can think of. You can use any flavor of Greek yogurt you have. For example, I've tried it with strawberry and it's amazing with lemon. It's amazing with mixed fruit, which is hard to find, but it exists. It's amazing. You choose whatever you want. And of course, you can also change up the fruit. Last year, I made it with melon and they loved it. And this year, I'm definitely gonna try peach. Let's see how it turns out.
We're back with our food processor, our blender. We turn it off. You see how all the fruit, the strawberries, have been blended and it's super cold. I add it in while twisting myself into knots because otherwise I'll trip over the camera, the tripod, the microphone, everything, and I add all the yogurt in there. I close it and turn it on. We continue at medium speed and little by little it will blend together until you have something like this with a fantastic color like Pink Panther. How wonderful! The truth is, this recipe is super easy.
Questions to answer. The first one, do you need sweetened Greek yogurt? Well, with sweetened Greek yogurt, it turns out wonderfully. If you only have Greek yogurt, add sugar to it and mix it really well before adding it. Make sure it's well dissolved. Be careful. If you don't have Greek yogurt and want to use regular yogurt, that's not a problem either. You add sugar, you add a good splash of cream, mix it well, and in it goes. That works too. So there's no excuse. Next question. If you want to use flavored Greek yogurt, it also works with the strawberry one. It's amazing. It turns out great.
So, try it! Now, we're just going to pour all the contents of the pitcher into a mold that can handle freezing. And this recipe is almost done. I'm going to cover it well and head to the freezer. There it is.
Let's go. Here's a question for you. What else should we use to make this ice cream throughout the summer? What fruit should I add? Melon? I love it. Watermelon? I love it. Peach? I love it. Which one of the 3 you decide? Write 1, 2, or 3 in the comments, and I'll make the one that gets the most comments. I'm left wondering, what about you?
So as I said, freezer for at least 2 hours. But if you leave it a little longer, I'll tell you later what to do.
A little trick. You need to make it perfect. The best thing you can do is during the 2 hours it's in the freezer, Remember to take it out every half hour or so and stir it a little. That way it will be creamier and no ice crystals will form during freezing. A much tastier and much better ice cream.
So as I said, we take it out of the freezer. It's been about half an hour and I'm gonna give it a good stir so everything mixes again and we get a much creamier result. If you can, you should do this a couple more times. But for the last half hour, don't touch it. Otherwise it won't freeze. There you go, a good stir. Right away, we cover it and put our mold back in the freezer. All right, and now we just wait 2 hours. What an incredibly easy recipe.
Hey, don't go yet, there's still more. And if you've made it this far, it means you're enjoying the video. So subscribe because we're going to reach 1 million subscribers with your help. And why not? Give me a big thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything, it helps me a lot. And it's totally free, just like all the content on my channel. Everything is free since you love free stuff, just like I do.
Well then, the recipe is almost ready, so we take it out of the freezer because the time is up. And now, we just let it rest for 5 minutes because the outside has frozen too much and I want it to be a bit more pink. As soon as it's pink, that's it. Time to serve up. Your Greek yogurt and strawberry ice cream made with just 2 ingredients. Super quick, super tasty, ready to enjoy. Look, if I had the thing to make ice cream scoops, it would have looked much better, but as you can see, it's really good. 2 ingredients, 0 for no strawberry ice cream. And if you have a steady hand, you can try making scoops. Put them in a cone or wherever you want. The important thing is that this dessert is delicious.
Rizras,
Well, there you have it.
a homemade ice cream, super easy to make, with just 2 ingredients, and the special creaminess that Greek yogurt gives it. Here, look. Well, let's see, everything's coming undone. It's really good. You can really taste the flavor the strawberries add, and especially the creaminess of the Greek yogurt. Honestly, this recipe is really worth it. I'll leave the ingredients written down for you somewhere. Although you could just remember them because there are only 2. Thanks for coming. Much love to you all. I'll take my little ice cream and run because they're waiting for me to go eat. Let's go.
You will see the loving felon wandering around day and night, disturbing the beautiful ones at rest. I do not submit to a turn of love. Disturbing the beauties at rest, little Narcissus, little Adonis of love.